I want Liberian Lone Star, one of four players. I want Liberian Lone Star, got one of four players. I want Liberian people, we choose success. I want Liberian people, we choose success. I want Liberian Lone Star, one of four players. I want Liberian Lone Star, get one of four players. I want Liberian Lone Star, one of four players. I want Liberian Lone Star, get one of four players. The Liberian people, we choose success.
It's another weekend, and welcome to Super Sports, a 45-minute power-packed presentation of some of the sporting stories the world is talking about. Today is Saturday, June 29, 2024, and these are our top stories. Joseph Famule wins gold medals and becomes Africa's fastest runner. Where did the event take place? We will tell you when we come back.
Is it business as usual as counter media organizers release group pairings? Who's in group with the defending champions River G? LFA third division playoff set to take off July 3. How many slots up for grab for promotion?
Liberian basketball Big Six named. Who are they? All of these plus our regular talking points are well cooked and ready for your consumption. We will invite you, the listeners, to join in with your calls when we open the lines.
You get all of these bits and pieces on Super Sports with me, Kolubaze and Maka Uya.
OneXBet. Easy betting, easy winning. OneXBet, the most reliable service to make deposits easily with high odds and numerous bonuses on the spot. Click onexbet.com now to get registered. Use promo code ODDS1 to get 200% bonus up to 58,500 Liberian dollars on your first deposit. Easy to use, easy to win. OneXBet, reliable bookmaker.
Welcome back to Super Sports right here on ELBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. To get us on the way this morning, here is Kolubaze with the stories from the foul.
And we say, welcome to Super Sports. Well, Liberia gold medalist Joseph Famule says it has always been a dream to win gold medal for Liberia. Joseph Famule 22 said the hunger to win the gold medal had always been increasing since returning or running for the country for the first time in 2020 at the Summer Olympics. Speaking to ELBC Sports, Famule said winning 2 gold medals at the just ended Senior African Championship in Cameroon has given him more inspirations to work harder to win more gold medals. Here is the young sprinter in our conversation.
It means a lot, it's physical representation of the hard work that I've been putting in. It is a great measurement. It is also a stepping stone, Okay. I take it, I appreciate it, and then, next week, Monday, I'll go back to work, right? So you have to put it behind you.
What message do you have for younger ones who are trying to emulate you?
My message is, if you are out there and you have a passion in any sport that you do, don't be afraid to just take the lead and be the one that stands out and makes that choice to just do what you want to go do. Liberia is a very small place if you're in an athletic world, and we have people over here that will support you if you just ask for help. But also work hard. If you're passionate one thing, then go ahead and do it. But just be there, work hard, and play smart.
That's Liberia gold medalist Joseph Fambule in conversation with our sports microphone, where the organizers of the National County Sports Meet, Juvenile Sports Ministry, have announced Bon County as official host for the 2024-2025 National County Sports Meet. In its business as usual, the Sports Ministry also named Grand Jide Sano and Grand Kidman counties as co-host. The county meet organizers also placed counties into various groupings without the conduct of a draw, as promised by Juvenile Sports Minister Ko Bangalu in his first news conference with journalists. Bon County will host Group A matches in Banga, where Grand Bassa, Maryland, and Bombing counties will battle for qualification. Group B matches will be staged in Zwedru, with Grand Jide hosting Grand Cru, Montserrado, and Magabi counties. Sano County will play host to Group C members, which include Riverses, Lufa, and Bapolu counties. Grand Kidmount will host Nimba and defending football champions River G in Group D. The competition is expected to kick off on the first weekend of December. The semi-final matches in the LFA Lone Star Momo tournament will take place today with second leg matches. Lockington Honor 17 will host Kingry Honor 17 at the Port Harcourt Field on the Bushra Island. Lockington Honor 17 will have to overturn the 2-0 scoreline from the first leg to eliminate Kingry Honor 17 to progress to the final. Painesville Honor 17 will travel to the Banners Vieste Field today to defend a 1-0 lead against Simport Honor 17. The Momo Community League, run by the LFA, is sponsored by GSM Lone Star. Amazing FC will face Downtown FC in Montserrado County's third division playoff final. Both Amazing and Downtown, who have won qualifications to the LFA National Third Division playoff, will face each other tomorrow for the grand final. The game will take place at the Antoinette Tutman Stadium. The LFA beach soccer competition continues tomorrow in the PHP community. 3 matches will come on. Bannersville Raiders will play 24th Street Defenders in Game 1. New Georgia Beach Soccer Club will face Soccer Ambassador Beach Soccer Club in Game 2. And Cinco Beach Soccer Club and Blackman Warriors will close the actions in the late game. The Beach Soccer League is part of the LFA program for football development and is being backed by FIFA. And in Europe, the round of 16 in the UEFA Euros 2024 will begin today with 2 matches. Host Germany will battle Denmark in the late game. Before that, Switzerland will take on Italy. In the Copa America, Paraguay will be up against Brazil in Group D, and Uruguay yesterday dragged Bolivia 5-0 in the same group. Well, that's
OneXBet. Easy betting, easy winning. OneXBet, the most reliable service to make deposits easily with high odds and numerous bonuses on the spot. Click onexbet.com now to get registered. Use promo code ODDS1 to get 200% bonus up to $58,500 Liberian dollars on your first deposit. Easy to use, easy to win. OneXBet, reliable bookmaker.
Many thanks to Koloba Zeze for bringing us up to speed with those developments from our file. If you're just joining us, good morning and welcome to Super Sports right here on ELBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. Our special studio guest this morning is former Liberian track runner and head coach of the Liberia National Track and Field team, Cooper Seyon. As I aware, Liberia made headlines in the news on as a matter of fact, this week in Cameroon, and so Seyon Cooper was part of the technical team that took the team to Yaoundé or Douala, if you may, for such a huge achievement for the people of Liberia. And so he has joined us in the studio this morning. Also here along with him is the president of the Liberia Track and Field Federation, if you may, Mauba Zeze. The both of them have already joined us for us to begin this huge conversation right here on ELPC Radio. We are also on our LNTV Liberia page. So for those of you watching our page this morning, we want to say good morning to you and welcome to the show. But let's just cross over now and welcome to the studio Sion Cooper and that of Moba. But let me just go straight to the coach. Sion Cooper, good morning. Welcome to LNTV, Facebook page, State Radio.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Liberia. This is the perfect time to just come in and just, tell the country what we have done, the milestone we have overcome in Cameroon. This is the part of the whole experience that I love the most, to come and present
my man, where's small?
Our reward.
You're talking too much. So young people, we're small. You go too long. Let me go over onto the other side of the studio and place the president on the spotlight, if you will. Moba says, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Weir, for the invite. We are pleased to be here, very excited. I remember I was there once, and this is my second time. The last time we were here, it was on a program produced by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. But I'm happy I'm here today, and I've been waiting for this invite, and now that this is the best time. And I want to say, the Liberian people, we are here to talk to you about the game that people run and the throw and jump. That is why they call Liberia Athletic Federation. You see the children all in the street doing it for us. But we want to say we are happy to be here.
Okay. I will come to you later on, but let's just go straight, because from what I see on the face of Cooper Sion, he wants to begin to explode. Cooper, how was it in Cameroon?
Well, Cameroon was an experience in itself. The whole championships started off as a tragedy, I would say. It was not well organized by the local federation, and so that was evident, because when we arrived, there was no plans on the transportation from the hotel to the stadium, the start list, who was going to be in what heat. Those technical things were not in place, and those things needs to be in place for you to be successful in track and field, because everything is systematic. But the first 2 days was rough, but leading up to day 3 and on, things began to move much smoother. And we had to keep our athletes, in a good space throughout the whole thing. That
as coach of the national team,
yes,
to Cameroon, how prepared were the athletes?
So this is not our first rodeo. We have came from so 2016 we won the bronze, 2018 we won the bronze in the 110 hurdles, and then Ebony 2022 a silver medal. So we came in very prepared. It's Olympic year. So we had early competition in all African games in Ghana.
Okay.
Which we medal both relays, and we even brought a silver medal in the open. So we were very prepared. We went to that competition, left there, went to world relays, competed, got the men's 4x1 team to qualify for the Olympic Games. And we also have some individual athletes who also qualified for the Olympic Games prior to this event. So we knew this event would have been a record-breaking event. So I already knew that. It was just a matter of, okay, we're going to go in, just execute. Everybody just need to do the job. That's it.
How did Joseph Famula, because he's the man for this big occasion, how did Joe Famula manage?
So it's a couple of things. So we have to keep Joe level-headed and make sure that he's focused on the competition. He bought into what we wanted to do. He already knew coming in that the goal was to do the double, right? And we wanted to make sure that Africa knows that Liberia has some of the best athletes in the world. So the goal was to, take every round, just try to make it to the next round. In the finals, just go for it. And Joe's style of running, he comes from behind. And so the goal is just stay behind one step, Just stay behind one step. Don't fall too far behind. Stay behind one step. But he really wanted to make this country proud. So he understands. You know, from my experience back in my days, you know, I just, you know, tell this young man, hey, you can bring this country together amongst your teammates by just winning a gold medal or any medal. But he went and got the gold. And so now he's just re-energized. Now
I see the president Nobby said, hold on small. let me deal with Sion, because Sion is now driving us just before Koloba can come in. Sion is now driving us to the me event. How did my daughter or my sister, you know, Ebony Morrison, you know, got off as well?
So this was the interesting thing. So Ebony Morrison, leading up to the championships, had not yet qualified for the Paris Games. Okay, so imagine the pressure. There's some pressure there.
Was she under pressure?
She was on humongous pressure, and I had to just tell her, hey, you have done all the training you need to do. You just need to go ahead and execute. Don't worry about yesterday.
Okay,
it's here and now. You have to just execute. And we was on the practice track, I think, and we was trying to get prepared for this race. And she just looked at me. She said, what do you think I'm going to do? I said, you're going to run your personal best today and make it to the game. And she just looked at me alive. She said, okay, well, let's do it.
Okay.
And she went, you know, because she was worried about South Africa. And I was like,
yeah,
the only person you're competing against is you. That was my message to her. You are your competitor. You
as
are
a coach.
Yes, as a coach. Don't worry about anything. You are competing against yourself.
You and you.
That's it. Don't worry about anybody else. Just focus on the hurdles.
Okay.
And that she did. Gun went off, and I mean they went to the line, and she had to lean for that gold medal she won, and that time qualified her for the Paris Games. How cool is that?
It was cool.
That's the voice of Hassan Kiawu in the background. The major jump into our package.
Ask the question, you know, we get it. That you say, how cool is that? I was going to answer that. That was cool.
I knew he would not have stayed away. This would have been a suicide for him, you know, to stay away from this interview.
Months ago,
Okay.
you come into the studio and they say, how cool was it? You know, here comes it. That was cool.
Hassan, you want to take a seat there, perhaps, to join the conversation? Okay. As Hassan prepares to get propped up, let's go back to Sion before we go to Moba. So, Sion, we have won 3 golds, 1 bronze, 1 silver. What does this mean, you know, for the country ahead of France 2024?
This means we move on to the next level. This means Liberia has established themselves as one of Africa's best. Listen, Liberia, did you hear me? I don't think y'all heard me.
Please repeat.
This results from the African Championship has made us establish that we are amongst Africa's best. It's no longer Nigeria, Ghana. Liberia is here, and we're here to stay. So Paris, the next goal is to now get an Olympic medal. Can you imagine Liberia on the podium in front of the world? This is the world's most prestige event. It's bigger than anything else except for the World Cup, whatever. But I think it's even matched the World Cup in so many ways, because this is what the world looks at.
This is our World Cup. I like this World Cup. That's all it is.
Yes.
Okay. So, say hold on small. Let's bring on board the president, because he's been sitting down and listening to you. So, Moba, from where you sit, what does this mean for the discipline in Liberia, then going beyond?
Okay, this is telling us that there's a new beginning in Liberia. If you didn't hear about athletics before, and the time has come now that you put on your arm and making sure that Liberia sing the song to say, and all hail Liberia, hail, all hail Liberia, hail on athletics. You know, I was in Cameroon when they started singing the national anthem, when and Ebony won the gold, and they were presenting her medal to her.
Okay.
And I stood in tears came down, and I said, yes, this time again is Liberia. I remember back in 2011 when we were in Maputo. It was Janjed who allowed us to hear the national anthem again there. He won a gold medal. And this is what is coming back. We are telling the world that we are back. But let me tell you something very serious. And while we were at the council meeting in Cameroon, Douala, the president of World Athletics, Lord Sebastian Coe, during that gathering, he said, there is something that is happening that I'm so happy about. And everybody started thinking, what was that? And before I would look, he said, Zaza, because that's how he called me. He said, Zaza, he said, Liberia, you must be mindful with Liberia now. Because I saw them at the Bahamian Championship. I mean, they were wonderful. And I said, yes, we are trying. He said, no, but you are doing well. I don't know where these guys have been, hiding themselves. I said, well, now they have surfaced and we made business. Okay. And it is exciting now that every competition that is established on the continent of Africa, that they are saying, Liberia is here. Is Liberia here? Is Liberia here? This is what is happening.
So was that an eye-opener?
Surely. I was
other
excited
countries to know that there is a country called Liberia.
Of course. In fact, everybody in Cameroon, all the teams, all my president came congratulating me. Man, you are doing well. And then, of course, when Nigeria came to me and said, we must make sure that we carry everything to our sub-region, And this is exciting that we are part of the group that bringing home glory. That's what it is. So we just need to tell the Liberian people we are here for business and we need the support. That's what it is.
Talking about the support, I'm concerned. Did the GOL put in something to get the boys and girls into Cameroon from your end as president of the federation, local federation in Liberia?
Let me just tell you something. When our team got to the airport, Cameroon said we had to provide visas for our athletes. And then when we got there, we couldn't get the funding, For one person visa in Cameroon was $252 United States dollar.
Wow.
Yes. And we couldn't just pay for everybody visa. As a result, they took all our passports. They took our passport they seized them until we can pay. I mean, it was something crazy.
Who stepped in? Who rescued the team?
We still there until we ourselves, when and our guy came in, we decided, and Cooper, Koti, and myself to do what we needed to do to make sure that the situation was rescued.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But it was so bad that Liberia that brought big names. We couldn't pay for our visas. Yes. But anyway, we hope.
Is that under the bridge now?
When we say under the bridge, we have.
Despite all of the hurdles,
we stay
able to triumph.
We stay making sure that is done. Okay. But this is where we are. When I say we need support, we really need support, because we don't go out there to represent ourselves. We go there to represent Liberia. When we are in the national quarter, they only see Liberia. They don't see Formula's name.
Okay.
They see Liberia. Liberia won a gold. Liberia won silver. Liberia won bronze. You understand? But we need to know that indeed Liberia must support our national teams.
Do you get maybe issue, or the athlete, do they raise issues about money, like we see with the football team, or Famula and the rest of the guys, professional people, they just go, look, let's run and go home?
Let me tell you something. And when it comes to discipline, athletics, the athletes that are involved in athletics, they are with discipline.
But money not discipline.
They are disciplined. That's what I'm telling you. Beyond that, they are disciplined. They look up to us to being able to handle the situation they are faced with and concentrate on their games. So that is the secret for our success. So we work behind the scene and making sure that they do what they should do satisfactorily. That's what it is. So it's if I can pull my car, I say, look, my car must stay there until this is done. We do it.
Okay.
Because we want to see Liberia somewhere.
At the Atlanta 1996, maybe Hassan will get me right. He represented Liberia. But in this case, Pastor folks, don't get us wrong. He's a former Liberian track star, and he has joined us to have a say. Hassan, good morning and welcome.
Welcome and thank you.
Okay. Listening to the two track officials, what runs through your mind when you were on the track?
Well, actually, my being here today is to just tell Seun Cooper, Mawan Kuti. I don't even know whether I should tell them thank you or thank God for them or thank God for Liberia, but Seun Cooper and Mawan Kuti, those two guys, I mean, we need to just put them on the pedestal every day in Liberia. And why I say that? Since the early 1996, since the early 1990s, he was running, Kuti was running, but they were the one who were scouting the athletes for Liberia to run in all competitions. Now, football, who scouted anyone? Nobody. I mean, the coaches here, but they played that role. They stepped in. They did not say, look here, Liberia, this is your trouble. We are there to run, but we're not going to mind. You do your stuff. No. They say, this is my country. I will run and I will coach. And that's what Seun did. That's what Kuti did. Now, Kuti has taken a step further. Okay. I will be the scout along with Seun Cooper. I will manage everything. Seun say, you know what? I'm the technician. I will stay with the boys, rain or shine. And that's what he's doing. So I think I'm here mainly to tell them thank you. I mean, I don't want to tell our secret here. You know the clash I had with you guys when the results were not on the air. I was almost in tears. I almost wanted to tear my, bang my head on something, because the fact is that this is Liberia's, Liberia, I would say, dominated, all the proceedings in Cameroon. And the country, I can't even hear anything. I haven't heard anything. This is not one of those times where we often say we did well. This is not a deal well thing like the football other teams will do. This is huge. And going on the days where you have in Nigeria, the Chidi Inu, the Innocent Ibunikes, the other people from Nigeria, Ghana, or dominating. No, it is not Liberia's time. Let's celebrate now while we're there. And let me just pick it back on what Morba said. In track and field, I tell you this, we are the most disciplined sport and athletes you can ever find anywhere in Liberia. First of all, our discipline, is individual sport. We also have a team sport. Team sport in the really other thing, but individual sport. We play on our psyche. We're in deep concentration, just like the yoga people. They do deep concentration. That's what we do. Even when I was training, when I was doing track, if I went to the stadium for a trial, people will say I will keep speech from people, because what? Once I'm warming up, after warming up and going lie down quietly, I don't talk. I keep my peace. I'm concentrating on my game. Even if I'm lying down, I'm not talking. I'm either have an earpiece in my ear or listening to music to concentrate. So when we look at the money aspect, let me tell you something. Track and field, yes, no, everybody loves money, but we love to win first and participate. After our participation, every other thing now will make the noise, or if there is one, but we do it before. And so I just came here to tell these two guys and the team, and then Zeze Moba, who has also, I ran with Zeze Moba, I ran long distance with Zeze Moba, and then later on, 1986, the opening of the complex. We were the who opened our complex, and I switched from long and middle distance to sprint. That's how I became the fastest local runner in Liberia, and they called me the Himo Jet. But with all of what I did, all of what Seun did, we didn't bring gold. But guess what? Seun said, I didn't bring gold, but I will be involved in a way that will bring gold to Liberia. And he did not stop. Sometimes, some people give up easily. He said, no. And they're not paying him. We're not even paying him. We don't even know his name. Ask anyone in the street, what's the name of the coach for track and field? We don't even know him. You can even call his name, say Cooper, they will still miss it. But he said, look, I didn't win gold. I was the fastest.
Okay, Hassan, let's hold you there. You now part of our show, so let's no. We'll continue the show now. So, Seyon, has the team returned to the United States, and if they are, what's going on?
Yeah, so the team is on the way now. They spent a night in Frankfurt. Okay. They missed a flight, but they're going back to the States. They'll be there in a few hours, and everybody's going to just take a break, of a day or two, just time off, regroup, get some treatment, some care, and then back at it again. And when I get back to the States, we're going to have a little mini camp before Paris. And then
what a mini camp?
So a mini camp is where everybody gathered.
Okay.
So that means we got to pay for hotels and food and all those things, right? So the good things is we have a sponsor, Telfa Clements. So to his question, so he provides funding for accommodations that I need.
Okay.
Yes, because I need the relay.
Is it who's the sponsor again?
Telfa Clement. So he has he has this fashion bags.
A Liberian?
He's a Liberian, yes, in the States.
Okay.
Oprah bought his bag. Beyonce bought his bag. So he's this big time, fashion designer.
Okay.
So he sponsors us.
Okay.
So he's the godsend. Okay.
Whoa.
That's what me and Kute needed. So now I can say, okay, I need the guys here in Atlanta this week. He will provide the funding for them, the plane tickets, the hotel, the food.
To get them to Atlanta.
To get them to Atlanta. Wow. And then if I need some equipment, like sometimes I need my starting blocks or I need some speed equipment, he can provide some funding for that. Okay. So that's how we have come so far. So that's the thing behind the scenes that we need. But we're now asking for more sponsorship here in Liberia.
Yes.
All right. We got Orange. We got all these Lone Star,
MTN,
everybody. We want them to get involved, please. And we can really take this thing on a world level. Like we're gonna win medals at Olympics and World Championships.
Why are you so confident saying that when the team gets to France 2024, we will get something?
We might get something because I'm the one behind the scenes. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I know what talent we have.
Okay.
And we have some of the best talents in the world. We just need to nurture it. And this is why I'm here. This is why this is here. We need to nurture it. And we need to provide the resources. If you provide the resources, I promise you guys, we will get on that podium and remain on that podium. Like when they call USA, Jamaica, and Great Britain, Liberia will be mentioned. That's my goal. And I will not stop. I will not sleep until that has happened.
So, Mr. Zizek, what are we doing as a country? What are we doing?
Let me just give clarity to the statement Seyon made. When the team is going out to represent Liberia, it's Liberia's responsibility to sponsor their team. While they are in the States and they are training, of course, they are under that sponsorship. So, and we done, once they are going out as a national team, Liberia is responsible to sponsor them.
How much you get sponsoring?
What?
How much the federation? How much you got sponsoring there?
Let me tell you, sometimes we give away our grant. We give away our grant. We say we will do this for
your grant from the international body, right?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we do that. You understand? So, and sometimes we look for sponsors in order for us to be there.
Okay.
Because we want to be there. And many times you see all to the places that we go and then
those.
Of course. and then sometimes you say you begin to think how they manage their way there. This is how it is. They were going for the qualifiers. These athletes were excited because they want to qualify for Liberia. They want to qualify for the Olympic Games. So they have to love it.
So the federation is like the rest of the federation, back in the federation. I mean, you don't have money though. So you
of
have
course,
to
we don't have money,
asking around.
but we are not beggars. We are not beggars. So I refuse that. We are not beggars. But what happens is that if you do fail to perform your duty, and another person intervene to perform that duty, they are not beggars because they are forgoing a lot of things for you. So that you can receive the prize.
When I say begging, you don't have the cash sitting.
No, we don't have the cash sitting. That's what it is.
So you have to stretch your hand somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And government has agreed. They say whatever that we have gone through, they hope they can do everything to making us to refund whatever we did.
So, Mr. Cooper, we Liberia. I was following an online in Nigeria. They were discussing formula, in the Liberian team, and I listened to the one of the athletics guy from Nigeria, and he was saying that Liberia is a serious challenger now. Looking at what they saw in Cameroon, Matadi, Joseph, Ebony, McCall, they could, fade away anytime soon. What are we doing to have backups for them?
That's simple. That's my job. We have people. We have the next man up. I already have this thing together. Listen, we have some youth that are Liberian in the States that I have contact with. So I have some junior Olympics in the States. Okay, right now. All right, getting ready for the next level. So I'm not waiting for Joseph and Matata to get old before I start recruiting. Recruitment has been done yesterday. Wow. That's why I'm excited when I talk to you. I talk with emphasis because there's something going on behind the scenes. Yes, and just to clarify, Matadi is Liberia's fastest man right now.
Yeah.
Joseph is not. Matadi was just a little banged up. That's why he didn't compete. So can you imagine? We would have had 2 medals in 100 meters. So Joe is not our fastest man, but our fastest man is Africa's fastest man.
Yeah.
Think about it. So I have some folks coming behind them, and we will introduce them when the time is right.
What's about Lucas in Mr. President? What are we doing to get more Joseph, more Matadis, Ebony?
We started the work already. If you see us, we are always in the schools. We are always with the clubs. We are always having kid athletics program, making sure that we introduce athletics to the boys, to the girls in various schools, and define them, so that we can define where they fit in order for them to continue. But we have everything being done. We have a very huge kid athletics. I think we were in Cape Town just last month. Yes. And we took it to a district that brought almost thousands of people together, and this is what we want. We want to take athletics to the interior, wherein we will be able to introduce it and found new talents. All the talents are not just in Monrovia. You see that when we took it to Nimba County some years back, we were able to get some youth in order to represent Liberia.
We're not hearing much about that again from Nimba. What happened?
They
had a school that brought a lot of young guys there competed. We're not seeing that.
Many of them have migrated to Monrovia, and they are in various clubs growing into it.
Okay, it is now time for us to before the lunch.
I want to ask Hassan.
They may not part of our show, but yeah, they may not part of our show.
Let's do it. Let's get manage with you. I'm concerned whether you are getting excited in maybe joining the Athletics Federation to do some training for the young guys.
Well, I'm the president of the Fast Track Club. Fast Track is the leading track club in Liberia. It was founded by Regina Nimba, one of the fastest ladies over the 100 meters before. So she established the club. I was in the States and said, okay, since you're going back to Liberia, you be the president. So I'm also coaching. I'm also into coaching them, helping out once in a while. So, but I'm the head of that too. But the most important thing is the national one, and I think let's stick to. Let's stick to this one because this one is huge. I mean,
yes,
I can't say anything but to thank these guys again, and I thank these guys so much for what you've done, the pride you've got. And you heard him say that He is not sleeping, and just what I said.
Yeah.
You know, but let me piggyback on something you said, Colbert. In years past, nobody was discussing Liberia.
No.
And you said you heard that people were talking about Liberia became a topic in Nigeria. That means they are threatening.
So maybe we should make it
No,
water topic in our own.
I mean, if Nigeria can discuss, like Liberia was never discussed, has never been a topic of discussion. But now if they are discussing us, that means guess who is working? This guy Kosi Kupo is working, Mawan Kute is working, this guy is working, and the guys themselves who are the foot soldiers are moving their legs so fast that it is sending shockwaves in Lagos, in Accra, in South Africa, everywhere, even on the world stage.
Okay, let's now engage from our listening audience out there. 0772876 481 is the number to call. 0772876 is that we have somebody already on this line. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael and Codiva.
Faustina, don't waste our time. 30 seconds. Go right ahead.
Oh, just to extend thanks and appreciation to Seya and that of Sise, along with Joseph Famule, and pray and hope that national government will come in. And then, Codiva, one thing is talk about the county meet. You talk about county meet, and up to now we are not getting the reports from the county meet that is ended. And then people are joining the all the zone, sharing and all those things.
Okay, thank you, Faustina. 0772876 481 is the number to call this morning to make a contribution to the show. 0772876 481 is the number to call this afternoon. Let's go back to this line quickly. Next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you quickly. Please lower the volume of your radio in the background for us. We're getting some feedback.
Okay. This is SB Brown calling.
Go right ahead, SB.
Okay, and I want to inform you that it is very clear and loud. In Banjo is very clear about everything. So thumbs up to LVS. And keep the good one.
Okay, SB. Saidu.
Yeah, Michael.
Next caller on this line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's get this.
Okay,
good morning.
Good morning, Koliba, and good morning to the studio guests this morning. I'm grateful to them, and also want to be very grateful to family. And we pray that they will do well, they will continue doing more so that Liberia can be represented. I only wanted to know that to do sports in Liberia, which is a very good thing, is a sacrifice because sports is not really supported by Liberians. And the other guy said that he's waiting for academy report. The report is all our one person who advocated for that report. Just go to the ministry, you will get a report. We press them for it. Report is on. So thank you very much.
Okay, let's take at least one more caller because we have already gone out of time. Is that caller ready to go? Him or her? Good morning. Please lower the volume of the radio quickly. Have you done that? Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Let's hear you quickly.
I'm Francis Stevens. I'm calling from the Phoenix area. I actually want to speak to Mr. Smith directly. I want to commend him for a hard job with the track and field. I really there are some personal issues that he faced with, but he's actually strong. I want to actually commend him for the hard work.
Okay.
And he keep it up, so he's in control on everything that he goes through.
Okay, we're not taking no more call because we don't have time. Let's go back to the guest. Is it 10 seconds? Say 15 seconds. Which one of you will want to go first? Sister, you go first. You go first.
Okay, maybe you think now I will go beyond your 30 seconds. Now are you telling me to go first? Okay. I want to say a big thank you to the Liberian people who are listening to us and those also who will receive this message. Let us work together. Let us bring that unity in sports. Let us make sure that we remain peaceful.
Okay. Seyon, 15 seconds?
Yes. So Liberia, our goal is to really develop sports in Liberia. That would be my next step, to develop programs here in Liberia through the Federation. And so we can always have Joseph Famula Matadi, Ebony, and so on from this point forward. But Paris 2024, next stop.
Watch out for Liberia.
Yes.
Okay. So, Koliba, it was a fantastic show this morning.
Yeah.
What a way to let it off the seats.
Yeah, many thanks to you, the callers, and Coach Seya Cooper for participating. We'll be back next week. Better stay join us Monday at 3:15 for the World of Sports. And our sports listener of the week is Benita Shema. She celebrates her birthday today. She's a die-hard football fan, and we wish you a happy birthday. And you and all of you, those celebrating today. But join us Monday 3:15, and we'll be here also on the Soccer Show Wednesday. We hope we have another time to have Mr. Moba Azize in the studio to talk more about development of athletics. Bye-bye.
Give us victory. Don't start, give us victory.